Tired of the everyday grind? Want to get away from it all?
Descend into paradise.
Florida.
Greetings, everybody, from sunny Florida. Here's wishing you the best of everything. And it's my personal belief that the best of everything comes from right down here.
Well, hey, everybody, this is Steph from JustADayInParadise.com, and thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Just a Podcast in Paradise, the Florida show. Me and the Dip crew love living in the Sunshine State, and it's our goal to help you plan for your very own day in paradise. Follow along as we explore the Keys, theme parks, springs, and everything in between. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so we can notify you when our new episodes are live. Also, be sure to follow the links in our show notes to dive even deeper in the discussion and fun after the show. As you know, we're always going to have a drink with you, and today we're enjoying a cocktail and a snack combo to celebrate our latest trip that I'm calling the Local Lunch. We're ready if you are, so kick up your feet, throw on your shades, and let's take a trip to paradise. Hi, Megan and Garrett.
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Love what you've done with the studio. We haven't been here in a little bit.
Right? Yeah. There's the
haven't either.
futon.
You've only had one episode since you got back, right?
Yeah. We took a brief hiatus of sorts because we went on a research trip. Well, the producer and I, and then Sarah and Alyssa joined us for a little bit. So it's been a while since we've actually sat down and recorded something. How does it feel?
It feels good. It's nice to like reset a little bit and then have like fresh content to discuss.
Yeah, I'm happy that we got to do the little hiatus. It was a good little like.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about the vacation lifestyle, so it only makes sense that we need a vacation.
We were supposed to be back last week.
Right. But things happen.
But,
that you don't plan for. Life, right? We're not immune to life's curveballs. So today, since we took a little break, it's a little bit special. We're doing a cocktail and a snack. We already ate the snack.
Oh, God, yeah. So good.
So let me tell you about
the
inspiration here. Yeah, there was a few. So the inspiration was bringing back a souvenir from the trip for you guys. And what is better on vacation than the food and drinks? Am I right?
Yes, that's why I go. That's
exactly.
why I go.
So today I recreated not only a cocktail, but also the food that we got from our friends at Garbo's Grill. Megan, have you been to Garbo's Grill?
I haven't, but I've dreamed of it.
Yes.
I've been creeping on it for a long time, and I've been to Key West and still haven't hit it, and it's sad.
Yeah, so it's not one that's on my every time you go, you have to go to Garbo's, but it's definitely in the like must do, try to hit it up. All right, so before we talk about the drink, let's talk about the food. I recreated what was called the Kogi? Gogi? Kogi? Producer? What was the hot dog called? Was it a Gogi hot dog?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
She couldn't even told me the name, and I would have eaten 4 of them already.
Yeah, so I got this while I was at Garbo's. And
Kogi dog.
Kogi. And it was kind of reluctantly because I thought I wanted the burger. And then the producer was like, no, I think that you would love that. So it is a hot dog, kimchi, a couple different sauces, cilantro, I think jalapeno, sriracha. However they do it is fantastic. I think they put it on brioche. So I wanted to make it as close to that as possible. So what I did was got the Hawaiian, like King's Hawaiian.
I think that was a better idea.
Yeah, because it's a little bit sweet. I think that made it better.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also thick.
And the texture.
Oh, God.
Yeah, soft. So then we got some all beef hot dogs and I cooked it in a Korean barbecue sauce.
Oh, God.
Right? So it got like a little sweet, a little salty. And then on top of that, kimchi and garlic mayo and sriracha.
Now, if you guys know, actually, I don't think I've ever said it on the show. I'm in love with kimchi.
Yeah, it's really good.
And that was one of the best uses of kimchi I've ever had. And I've had the second best burger I've ever had in my life had kimchi on it. So that was probably the best thing. But that was like close second.
Wow.
It was absolutely phenomenal.
And pretty easy.
Very satisfying. I love Asian flavors. I like a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness.
Saltiness,
and like
fresh,
cold,
crispy.
Crunchy elements. And then the soft, warm bun. Yeah. The meaty hot dog. It was absolutely delicious. I would like to have it again.
Maybe we'll do it again.
So please.
Fun fact about kimchi. Mm-hmm. Most, Korean families that make their own kimchi have a separate fridge just for their kimchi.
A kimchi fridge.
Because it smells really bad.
Does it really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Fermenting.
So you can smell it through the fridge?
Yeah, like it's normally in their garage.
Smell.
It's normally in their garage, and it's a complete like spare fridge.
You get like a kimchi storage unit.
Yeah, you could.
You know,
making that much.
Yeah.
Like the beer fridges in Racetrack, like the ones you can actually open up and go into.
Oh yeah, that'd be
all
great.
Kimchi.
Burn your eyes probably when you go in there. So yeah, that was good. And then a drink that we recreated. It's called Hair of the Dog. The Hair of the Dog. They have a bar next to Garbo's. The hell is it called? You can't miss it. They're like joined together, and it's in honor of a dog. I guess the guy's dog that owns it or owned it. And you can actually pay to put a picture of your dog up on the wall like permanently. I did not.
Oh.
How much is it?
I don't know. It wasn't crazy. Maybe like $20, $50. And then there's actually pavers outside, right out front, that you could get a paver also of your dog's name. That was cool. So this is passion fruit, jalapeno, key lime, tequila, and mezcal. Yeah. So you guys aren't fans of mezcal?
No, I'm
I think
really
this is
not.
the best mezcal drink I've had.
Okay. I'll take that.
I love tequila, but I don't like the smokiness of the mezcal.
Barbecue
Yeah, I do.
tequila.
It is kind of like barbecue tequila.
It's an acquired taste.
All right, well, I'm sorry you don't like mezcal, but you have to drink it for this episode.
No, it's
I
good.
like
I'm not
mezcal,
saying it's
and I think
bad.
good.
I do like
The
passion.
drink is not bad, and it's the passion fruit is a nice like combination with the mezcal, but it's still just not my favorite liquor.
It kind of overtakes the mezcal flavor, but not the smell.
Okay.
More for me, at least.
I get it.
No, it's still the flavor's still there.
All right.
Then
Yeah,
it's the back of your tongue.
It's okay.
All right. Well,
I like it.
I'm going to be enjoying it. And if you folks at home,
What is the difference, by the way?
between mezcal and tequila,
Yeah, really.
they're both agave-based liquors. Didn't Gustavo tell us the
Gustavo
difference?
told
Were
us
we
about
not-
it, but it's been a little bit.
It's been
and
a while. Maybe we
also,
have to go back and listen to the
we'd had a
episode.
few.
Yeah. This tequila is actually from Gustavo.
Yeah. I remember.
The
Yeah.
Terramana. Yeah, shout out.
It's very good.
It's also from The Rock, but we
It's actually from The Rock.
It's
Shout out
got
The
they're
Rock.
both The Rock and Gustavo sent us tequila personally.
Shout out The Rock.
They both packaged it together.
Thanks, The Rock.
And sent thank you,
And-
Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
And Gustavo.
as the Scorpion King.
Wow. You went.
So-
That's his first movie. That was his first
Really?
movie. Well, his first, like, starring movie. He was a Scorpion
Interesting.
King in The Mummy Returns as well before that. But
Right.
whatever.
Yeah. Great film. A cinematic masterpiece.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
So, as you guys know, we try to share everything we learn and love all over social media. We'll actually be sharing this cocktail to our friends over at Patreon, the exact verbatim recipe. And then we're going to get like a teaser video up on our TikTok. But we love to share, and vice versa. We love to use social media to find new spots and hear what people are saying about said spots. I can't remember a trip that we've taken where we haven't used at least one social app to bolster our itinerary. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what? You found Domu on TikTok, didn't you?
No.
What'd you find it on? You found it on something.
I feel like I found it on Yelp. I did find Bacon Bitch in St. Pete on TikTok.
Which was
So-
a blast.
Yeah,
really
cheesy
good
hash
time.
browns.
And it was like...
And also Cocktails and Screams. So we saw it for the first time on TikTok, but we didn't know where it was at all. Like, we had no intention of going.
Why?
We were just walking around downtown Orlando and saw
are
Beetlejuice.
too
Why were we walking around downtown Orlando in that area
We were looking
again?
for a bathroom.
Yeah, I had to go to the
Anyway, and we saw Beetlejuice, and we were enticed.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom, but I will be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we went back. It
And
was
that
great.
was so cool. If you want to see more about Cocktails and Screams, check out our TikTok. But
We will be going back.
in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing different social platforms and how you can utilize them in your own research. And then later in the show, we're going to build some trips of our own using nothing else but new places. Excuse me. I did so many typos here. Nothing else but new places that we found in our favorite apps. So let's take a quick break and start planning our trips.
Hey, Steph. Thanks for picking me up for drinks.
No problem. I saw there's this new cocktail bar that just opened. I thought we could try.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Here it is.
Ooh, gosh. This place looks exotic.
Wow, this place looks great. I feel like we've been transported to Havana or something.
I know, the energy here is like electric. Let's grab a cocktail and get the party started. I think that's the bartender, with her back to us. Excuse me, we would like a drink, please.
Whoa, Alyssa, is that you?
Oh, hey guys, I'm so happy to see you.
Us too, but what are you doing here?
Well, I found these bottles of Big 5 rum, and I just felt inspired to start mixing things up, you know? So I make myself this cocktail.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing, and next thing I know, I'm in this awesome social club, surrounded by all these hip people, and everyone wants some of my quality libations, you know? Here, try this and you'll get it.
Okay, bottoms up.
Wow, Alyssa, this is incredible. Such bold flavors and quality ingredients. It makes me want to kick back and celebrate.
No kidding. It's like a vacation in a glass. Alyssa, what's your secret?
I'm telling you, it's the Big 5 rum, inspired by the social clubs of Havana in the 1950s. Big 5 rums embody the laid-back, upbeat energy of Cuba's bustling social scene. Oh, and it's made in Florida, you guys.
Florida made.
Cuban inspired.
Enjoyed anywhere. Pick up a couple bottles and enjoy $5 off at big5rum.com using promo code JUSTADIP.
Cheers.
Cheers. Boom, we're back. Just like that. It's a we're back attack. So before we start planning our trips, I thought we could break down exactly what social media that you guys use, what you like, what you don't like, how people use them. So first of all, I think our social media accounts are the best, obviously, because they're ours.
Yes.
I agree.
Right?
Yes.
But they're also really good.
They are really good.
Yeah.
Great pictures, great descriptions. We're very honest as well.
We are honest.
Yeah.
And we like
Sometimes a
food.
little long descriptions. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. We go on.
Yeah.
We go on and on. We want you to be there with us.
Good job.
We want to really capture the experience.
Yeah.
Yep. I think, okay, if you were going to pick your favorite platform that you go to when you start planning a trip, where do you go?
I don't know if it counts as social media, but it's what I rely on very heavily, and it's Yelp.
Okay.
I love Yelp.
Yeah, I think every single one of our vacations start with Yelp.
Yeah.
I think we find out where we're eating before we book our hotel.
Yelp is a great starting point, and then you can use Instagram or YouTube like to complement it. Like, ooh, this place looks cool, like lots of pictures, like
let me
great
see
reviews.
what they're about.
Yeah, and then you can get more detail on YouTube. So like everything I'm going to talk about today came from Yelp with some supplementary content from YouTube.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've started to try to just kind of only use social media for not as much as I was because I was doing it way too much.
Were you an addict?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But, I mean, Instagram is honestly one of my favorite things to find a bunch of stuff because, I mean, with our page and everything, I'm able to, you know, the algorithm shows me some really cool things around Florida too. So I'm able to find stuff that way, and I send them to Megan, and Megan does the research and figures out.
That's a really good point, especially with Instagram and definitely with TikTok. The more you look in a certain area, it's going to recommend more of those things. I think TikTok is almost better at it.
And that's what I was
their
gonna
algorithm is insane.
That's what I was going to say is, you know, Instagram has been always where we started, but TikTok, like, we have found so many cool places with TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have been, like, using TikTok for a while now, I invite you to create a new account and see what your, like, For You page looks like, and it's going to be vastly different.
'Cause it's very
it has
easy.
really built it based on you.
It's very easy to
For
create
you.
a new account and everything. You can almost, you know, if you want to keep one account for one part of the algorithm and another account for another one, like, that's very easily done.
So here's another thing I'll say, because I'm kind of like the inverse of what you said. I was pretty much outside of the stuff that we do, not really on social media at all. And before we created our accounts, I was really not on social media at all. And now that we're on TikTok, I've been like
plugged in.
I am so deep inside of this application. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing and a bad thing.
It is a good thing and a bad thing because one, it's good to see what other people are doing.
Of
Oh,
course.
You know, so
As a
you
creator.
can get ideas, right? And like see other stuff. And it's bad because it's so good at finding things that you like that
You'll never
you're
stop.
like, why do I want to look
Oh,
at
yeah.
real life anymore?
TikTok is literally never ending. Like you
Never-
could,
yeah.
you could
Yeah.
go on forever.
It's one of the fastest growing social media platforms of all time. Like,
Yes.
Like there were 500 million users like a year and a half ago. And when did it come out? Like it was really weird.
Oh, here
before
I've
people started really
I've
using
got
it.
12 facts that you need to know about TikTok. One,
I'm interested.
I think a lot of people know this. It was started in China. It was actually based off of, and it doesn't say this here. It was a sister app or something. Musically, I think it was.
Yeah,
called.
heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was all about, I guess, discovering music. I never used it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me either.
And so that's kind of where it started. Was you could create, the videos with popular music, which is still definitely an element.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not quite as important as
Yeah,
it was.
An element
Yeah.
I really like because it allows you to use copyrighted music, good songs
Right.
in your videos, and it links and credits them. So no harm, no foul.
And I will say, because like Megan, me and you started using it probably what?
And like the
Thanksgiving
thick of quarantine.
Thanksgiving 2019 is when we started.
No way.
Yes, Megan. Yes.
That
Yeah.
seems fake.
It's not because
It makes sense.
I swear to you.
Yeah.
So before that, like this is the only social media platform I was really like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Like I'm not gonna do this. This is so dumb. And I had a Vine. I loved Vine.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, this is so dumb. It's for young people or whatever. Like really,
Lots of
really,
people
really
think that.
young.
Right. And
like,
Garrett's
kids,
a young people.
like
for those of you
teenagers
listening
and
at
stuff.
home, right?
But
It's like
turns out,
12-year-olds.
like no, it's not. You actually can find really cool stuff and really hysterical stuff
Yeah.
and informative stuff.
Yeah, recipes, how to. There's a lot of
A lot of cool how tos.
like remodeling your house and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like tips and
recipes.
tricks.
Yeah,
It's great.
There's
Tips
stuff
and
for
tricks.
parents, couples. There's a lot of like you talked about. It's for kids. That stigma is totally going away. There's
very-
as of this article that I'm reading, it says there's over 800 million
Good
active users,
God.
but now there's over 1 billion active
Wow.
users.
So think about
is-
it this way.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
no.
Keep going. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say
like,
it's the most downloaded app on both the App Store and Google Play.
Wow.
Yeah.
think about it this way. Like, how many users are there of Instagram right now?
That I don't know. I didn't pull up that article.
I would say probably maybe probably in the billions, right?
Sure. Okay. What's
Let's
the
find
point?
out.
How long has Instagram been out?
A long
Oh
time.
yeah, true. That is a good point. At least 10 years, I think. Right?
I think it came out 20.
There are 1 billion active users on Instagram as of January 2020.
Wow.
How many?
1 billion.
And
So
so there's
close.
1 billion TikTok users already, and it came out when?
I don't know.
That wasn't one of your facts?
It wasn't. 2016.
That was really
Launched in
expected.
2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. And I think so a lot of creators are moving to that platform. So if there's creators that you like, you can probably find them there, putting out even more content. And there's creators, because I think it's an app that's pretty accessible. Like you talked about Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram is pretty contrived. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like as far as the people that post, as far as the postings themselves,
Yeah.
like there's a really high bar, I think, for the level of photography and what people say, and people invest a lot of money in it. And TikTok is really accessible to anybody that just wants to post
Exactly.
a 15-second video.
So, I mean, I think Instagram is the hardest platform to go viral on by far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I really think that's very, very accurate. And TikTok, like you, if people vibe with your video, you're gonna get likes and you're gonna get views. Like
Right.
it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
And like the more you do, the more chances you get. Like you just gotta keep going, keep post. Like it'll hit. It will hit. We can attest.
All right,
to
we're
it.
not
Where are the
TikTok
hitters?
influencer like teaching here. Let's
We're not.
let's
yes.
keep
Well,
going.
that's the point.
Let's
We
keep going.
definitely think that it's important that you check it out. If you've been like, it's not for me.
It's fun.
It's for you.
It's a very fun.
For you page.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
So you did talk about YouTube. For me, if I'm planning a trip, I go to YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. I
I'd
definitely
like
go to
never
like
have.
the other things, but I use YouTube as a jumping off point. One, because I think you can get the most content the fastest as far as quality. You like
Yeah.
and Instagram and even TikTok and Yelp, you're just going to be like inundated, and it's hard to like sort that stuff out. And TikTok or YouTube rather, first of all, it's the #2 search engine in the world. under
Behind
Google,
Google, which
right?
Google
and
owns YouTube.
they're both related. So when you search something, it's going to give you a pretty accurate result, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of, especially travel pages, will do compilations. So it'll be like top 10 places to eat, and you can kind of watch that and like chill. It's not quite as like scrolly, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little bit both entertaining and informative.
I think I do utilize YouTube pretty much only like, if it comes to vacation, pretty much Disney. That's it. For me, at least. That's just me.
And that's for YouTube, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've mostly
Shout out
used.
Disney Food Blog. Love
Yes,
Disney Food Blog, right?
I watch for all the time.
I used Disney Food Blog when it was just a blog. That's how
Really?
I've been following them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They would put out like the menus for food and wine before anybody else.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
So I
love
was
that.
pretty much obsessed with that.
Yeah, I love their page.
Yeah. Twitter?
No, not at
No.
all.
Yeah.
Not
It's too
at all.
negative.
For
Yeah.
not nothing.
Everybody's
Yeah,
gonna say
Twitter-
everything sucks.
Right.
Twitter is for like opinions and
and
like,
trolls.
news,
Opinions that
kind
nobody
of,
asked for,
and
yeah.
biased news.
Mostly,
true.
Mostly trolls.
Right. Mostly trolls. And then is Snapchat still a thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's big for the younger people.
Okay.
I hate it. I've never
never
really
used
been
it.
a fan of it. But definitely not for planning a trip.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
Well,
so.
that's the thing. I don't think you know the app that well because like they have this cool thing to where like you open up a map and you can check stories like
Oh, that's
compilations
cool.
of people's
Like in the
stories
area.
in the area.
That's interesting.
So like that's like
But what if they didn't put their location? Like what restaurant they're at? Like I know it's on
you
the
can
street,
message
but
you can message
yeah,
them.
I
You can,
guess.
like, do, like that.
Really?
No, I really think that I think it's a lot more intricate into people like going places.
It's not
Wouldn't it
for
be
me.
fun to do an experiment where like you have to like go out and you can't do anything that you didn't find on social? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should do that one.
Yeah,
day.
we should. All right.
And we each get a different social media.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only other thing I think we didn't mention, I kind of prefer TripAdvisor to Yelp, and I'll tell you why. I think the quality of the posts aren't as good. Like the pictures are typically better on Yelp. Like the people that use it are probably just
You think
younger, maybe?
TripAdvisor is better than Yelp?
I think TripAdvisor's reviews are better than Yelp's reviews.
Oh, okay.
I think Yelp is a breeding ground for hate speech.
I disagree.
Well, I think
Really?
TripAdvisor, like you get like hotels, you get all that kind of stuff in TripAdvisor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you get that in Yelp, right?
That's true. You can get like hotel deals on TripAdvisor.
yeah, no, Yelp has all the things.
I
It
didn't
really
realize, I
does.
thought Yelp was mostly just restaurants.
But I like Yelp because there's tons of pictures, and they also like if it's a restaurant that has like a good amount of like reviews and photos, it sorts it by inside, outside, food, drinks, so you can like really get to what you're looking
Yeah.
for, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
can search
that
reviews
is
as
true.
well.
That's
so for
true.
me, who I'm constantly on a quest for like the best honey garlic chicken, and it's really hard
have
to
you
find.
found it? No.
But I can search reviews like who talked about the honey garlic chicken.
Hold
like,
on.
it's-
If you guys listening at home know where Megan can find the best honey garlic chicken
in
Don't tell
Southwest
her.
Florida.
in Southwest Florida. But even if it's, I mean,
it has
we're-
to be like within an hour from me, otherwise it's not worth it.
okay, so if you know where Megan is at any given time, tell her where an hour away is honey garlic
I want
chicken.
it to be like puffy fried and like coated in like a sticky sauce.
Yeah. I want it to be just as honey as it is garlicky. Sometimes it's like too much one or the other.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Like if it looks like it's like kind of like sesame or General Tso's chicken, that kind of fry, I don't want that. That's
Yeah.
not what I'm looking for.
I love General Tso's chicken.
I like
so
sesame chicken.
I do like
No,
sesame
I
chicken, but
think
it's not what I'm
too
looking
much.
for.
I think that really that doesn't trigger you at all. Like all the sesame on it.
No,
No,
because
yeah.
it's not
Like the tri-
holes.
oh,
it's
it kinda triggers me.
it's opposite holes. It's
Anyway,
reverse holes.
I'm so sorry. I'm confused. Anyway,
Okay. Anyway, we're probably gonna cut all this out.
No.
So before we move on, I just wanted to give a shout out to some of the craziest reviews that we've ever seen. I don't have any of the reviews in front of me, but I'll give you some of the gist.
Megan's gonna look 'em up
When
right now.
you're diving through the wormholes of food reviewing, whether you're on Yelp, TripAdvisor, or whatever, sometimes you'll find an establishment that fights back. You know?
Yeah.
That takes that 1-star review and it shoves it right back up their star.
Your butt.
Their own star. Their own winking star. So the first time that we ever happened upon a page like this is actually because I posted a negative review, which I don't do very often, especially on TripAdvisor and Yelp, because it's like, unless I frequent all the time, maybe they're just having a bad day. You know, I don't want to like take down their business just because I had a bad time. But I definitely wouldn't say something good. But the place is in Key West. It's called Le Crepery. It's actually right across from Blue Heaven. It's a French place, as you can imagine. The owner is also very French, and they are hilarious. Is it on TripAdvisor? I think it's on TripAdvisor. Maybe it's on Yelp. I don't know. Should we look it up? Are you looking it up, Megan? Are you looking at Minos?
I am looking at Mino. But it's on Yelp, where he responds to reviews.
Yeah.
It's on Yelp.
It's on Yelp.
Yeah.
So if you go to search Le Crepery on Yelp, you will, and then just filter by the 1-star reviews, they respond to pretty much every 1-star review and like ream the reviewer. Just totally make fun of them, criticize them for their lack of culture and taste.
Yes.
And it's
hilarious.
It's so funny.
It makes me like want to dine there, but also not. Like I have like, mixed feelings about it.
I don't really want to get roasted over breakfast, but if you're in the mood for it, definitely check it out. And then we found a local place.
Yes, there's one close to us, and it's Mino. It's an Italian restaurant. Mm-hmm. I'll read a little snip of it.
Please.
Someone wrote a review that said no one wore masks, and the quote specialty meatballs tasted like Chef Boyardee, and their homemade pasta was like rubber.
Read the whole thing. What do you mean a snippet?
That was the review.
I know.
So his response,
read the whole thing.
her name is Olivia. Olivia, next time an entitled person like yourself decides to leave a negative comment, do your research before you start lying. Yes, we don't wear masks or do social distancing. I approve. But the fact that you never sat down and decided to knock my food, pick an item that we sell. You see, darling, we don't have meatballs. The point The point that you assume we have meatballs because we are an Italian restaurant was your mistake. We don't serve meatballs, precious. And the fact that you compare to Chef Boyardee means that you've had them. And that, my friend, tells me a lot about your idiot self. Get a life and leave businesses alone that are trying to make an honest living, providing great food and awesome service. I can't stand people like you. You're definitely an unhappy, evil, entitled piece of shit. See ya.
Wow.
You wrote POS, but we all know what POS means.
Wow.
Oh, you've had Chef Boyardee? That's embarrassing.
Wow, you know a lot about Chef Boyardee, huh? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Chef
We'd love
Boyardee.
for Chef Boyardee to sponsor the show.
I've never had Chef Boyardee.
Really? Oh my God, beefaroni? I used to...
SpaghettiOs? Not Chef Boyardee. Oh my God. Sorry, I got excited about SpaghettiOs.
The roof was caving in.
What was that noise?
Yeah.
I hit
SpaghettiOs?
When I was in high school, I used to eat beefaroni out of the can cold.
That's gross.
My dad used to eat SpaghettiOs
It doesn't
out of
need
the can
heated, though.
cold.
It doesn't need to
Like,
be heated.
as an adult. And I was like, Dad,
Yeah, the producer likes SpaghettiOs.
What are you doing?
With the meatballs. When there's a hurricane, this is for a separate episode, but when there's a hurricane coming, we stock up on bread, peanut butter and jelly, and SpaghettiOs.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I could eat a jar of SpaghettiOs right now.
And a peanut butter and
I've
jelly.
definitely
for
eaten them
breakfast, lunch,
cold.
and dinner.
I've definitely eaten SpaghettiOs straight up
I
cold.
threw them up. I threw them up one time.
I thought you said you'd never had Chef Boyardee.
That was
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs or Chef Boyardee?
Yeah.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Are you sure?
They're not.
No,
Then I don't know what I'm
Double
talking about.
you don't, apparently.
Wow.
I started this because I also love SpaghettiOs and they're similar.
I
What
threw
are
them up
they?
and they looked like SpaghettiOs when I threw them up.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah.
didn't even-
Oh, I've done that before. I had a tour of Italy once from Olive Garden, threw up.
It just looked like the plate.
And it was like 3 individually portioned segments, 1 whole chicken parmesan. All right, Megan.
SpaghettiOs are just Campbell's.
Damn. Wow. Then beefaroni must be Campbell's.
No, I think it's.
Maybe beefaroni Chef Boyardee.
I think it is.
I thought Chef Boyardee was like a specific.
Yeah,
It's a brand.
beefaroni is Chef Boyardee.
Oh, yeah. No, they have like raviolis. They have.
Yeah, I've
Do you
had
remember the Chef
ravioli.
Boyardee commercial when it's like, I really wanted Chef Boyardee?
Yeah.
And then they like
The
leave
can
and the
rolls?
can
Yeah.
rolls
Yeah.
all the way over.
And then he goes, boy, oh boy, Arties. Remember? Maybe that was before
No.
your
I
They
remember
they
that part.
Yeah.
they redid it with I think it was like White Claw or Four Loko or something like that. But it was
Oh, really?
I know
Yeah.
the meat and the ravioli was like mush and just
Oh,
not,
yeah.
not
It's
good.
absolutely disgusting. Fun fact, and then we'll move on about Chef Boyardee. He was like one of the first people to can meals like that.
Oh, wow.
And definitely Italian meals.
Innovative.
Yeah. And his name is actually Boyardee. Chef Boyardee, because he's Italian. And they were like, no one's going to know how to freaking say that.
Well, yeah.
So we're putting Boyardee on there.
R-D.
Chef Boyardee.
Right. There you
Okay.
go. All right. Moving on. The point is, don't go somewhere without a rough idea of what you're going to do. I can't tell you. Well,
get it.
I can tell you. Well, you guys know. But,
Yeah.
you know, the other guys listening. How many times people message us on social and they're like, can you tell me something to do in Miami? I'm in Miami right now. Or
Yep.
I'm going to Key West tomorrow for my wedding and I have no idea what we're doing. Like, what? For what? First of all, wow, we're here to help. Second of all, Come on.
Why are you going without a particular destination in mind? That's me. I'm like, I'm going for these wings at this restaurant at this time.
I literally have like a plan B of restaurants. Like if something happens there. I mean, that might be a little obsessive, but you know.
So, for instance, my family they're not into like just. They do plan when it's a big trip or whatever, but it's like a smaller trip or whatever. They don't normally like just plan everything out.
Like, we'll just eat at the hotel.
We'll just eat where. That's
When I see people eating at the hotel, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Unless it's a complimentary breakfast.
And it's also not the hotel. It's a good restaurant, actually.
It's still a restaurant at the hotel. Like, but they have Bloody Marys. Like, yep.
So does everywhere. Sorry. Sorry, Garrett's family.
So
call us and we'll plan for you.
His mom is definitely listening.
Yeah.
Love you.
Hi, Garrett's
Love
mom.
you, Amy.
Garrett's mom, Amy. Is it Amy?
So-
Yeah.
Or
so
Amy?
we-
Listen, let us know next time you're going somewhere and we'll plan the whole thing.
Another big thing
Best
is
Bloody Marys in
they
town.
also realize, and I was trying to get to this before you started talking shit,
Oh!
is that they're like, they enjoy that you're able to, you help plan it.
Aw.
You be planning.
Finding things. And
Wow.
I'm like, listen, I took everyone to Bake a Bitch. Mines were blown.
Yeah. See?
Exactly.
You know how you get ready
So-
for a party in outer space?
Slow down. Slow down, babe, before I can compliment you.
There's the...
You plan it. You plan
Oh,
it. I said, you know how you get ready
snap.
for a party in outer space.
You plan it.
You plan it. So remember that. Remember that. So we're
Why?
going to take, why? What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you were meaning like remember for the next.
Just write it down.
part of the
So you can tell
It's going to be
someone
2
else.
hours long.
Yeah. Well, we're
say that every
we're
time.
at a while. So we're going to take a quick break now that we're all versed on where to do some research. And then we're going to show you the research that we've done to plan for a trip to a city that we haven't been to either at all or recently. So hang tight. Okay, Garrett, it's time for bed.
No. Wait. Can you tell me a story first?
All right, one story, and then it's nighty-night for you. Do you remember the one about Meggie Locks and the 3 cocktails?
Oh my gosh, I love this one.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Meggie Locks. She went for a walk on the beach. Pretty soon, she came upon a tiki bar. She sat down in the bar, and immediately she was served 3 beautiful cocktails. Meggie Locks can never resist a free drink. She tasted the first one and realized the straw was plastic.
No, plastic is terrible for the environment. I can't drink this.
So, she tasted the second drink.
Gross. The straw's all soggy and all I taste is paper.
So, she tasted the last cocktail.
This hay straw is perfect.
She said happily and enjoyed the rest of her delicious margarita. Well, Garrett, what's the moral of the story?
That when you use hay straws, all natural, 100% biodegradable, gluten-free, and never soggy straws, you're actually doing your part to help take care of our planet. They can be tossed right in the compost bin after and will break down naturally and return to the circle of life.
That's right, big guy.
Good night, Steph.
Good night, Garrett. We can all sleep a little easier thanks to hay straws. Visit haystraws.com to find out more. I came back really fast. I wanted to do something different.
Wow, it was so sudden.
It was shocking.
It struck
Kardashian.
fear in my heart.
Yeah. All right, so we're back. First of all, I'm really excited about this because I love planning. Obviously, that's why we're here. Second of all, I'm starving, and so planning for a trip, looking at all the delicious places that you could eat is fun. And this was a challenge. So I put this out to the group. I said, let's plan a virtual trip for somewhere that we've been wanting to go to see where we would eat, what we would do. We couldn't Google. That was the caveat. You got to go right to social media and you got to put in the city or whatever you want to do to try to find some cool places. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we did a place to get cocktails, a place to have dinner, an activity to do, lunch, and breakfast, right? So breakfast, lunch, dinner, and activity, cocktails.
Just one activity?
Well, you could have more than one.
Sure. We've got it.
I don't have the exact cocktails that.
Just where you would go.
No,
Just where you would go.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to study the menu. I mean, I know Megan probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah, would go that far. But so this is another wormhole that we can get in. But when I go out to eat somewhere, or I know I'm going out to eat somewhere, or drinks, whatever, I do not look at the menu before I go. I might look at pictures, but I'm not like deciding what I'm going to eat before I get there. I am. Yeah, I don't understand why.
But then they have a special when I get there and I'm sweating.
And then you're... What about you, Garrett? Do you want to know what you're going to eat before you get at the restaurant?
No. No.
Guilty.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
It's insanity.
Yeah, I don't
It's
understand
insanity. Because, like, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it.
Sensitive subject. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to eat before I order. Literally, I'll have it down to like maybe 2 or 3 things that I want. And then I wait till the waitress is like, and for you? And I'm like, no, the chicken.
And then like, no, I didn't want that.
You know, okay, two things. First off, almost every time that Megan looks at the menu before she goes to a restaurant, she picks what she wants. She's like, no, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
That is true. Because I like everything. Like it all sounds
so like there's no reason for it.
Right.
Second off, that's
I'm like,
exactly.
Can I find a picture of this item? Can I find a picture of this item?
The restaurant that happens to me the most when I just have to freak out and just order, just throw up my order, it's Culver's. When I get ice cream from Culver's.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't figure out how to make
I don't know how to do it.
It's a lot. And then I don't remember, do I get a mixer or sundae?
And that's why I like
Garrett
Dairy
doesn't
Queen.
rhyme
How many
time.
scoops do I get? How many is a small? What's it big?
That's why I
don't
like
know.
Dairy Queen.
Just give me cheese curds. I don't like their cheese curds, but I do like their cheese fries.
Yes. Anyway, not enough about
This is
Culver's.
not-
Don't cry. God,
Wah! Okay, so that's how we approached this. Let's talk about what cities we chose. So I went with St. Augustine because I have not been there. And it's the oldest city in the state. A lot of history. I thought it would be a fun place to virtually visit. That's what I went with. What about you guys?
I went with Mount Dora.
Yes.
I've talked about it on the show before. I've been eyeing it. I've never been.
I've
It is
been.
a little bit north of Orlando, and it's a cute little historic town known for like having tons of festivals.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And being the youngest one in the group here, in the Dip crew, I went for Destin, Florida.
Destin, the Panhandle,
the party place of Florida, and right next to Gulf Shores, Alabama, near Panama City, Florida. Like, I mean, there's so
You're destined to party there.
You're destined
destined to party there.
Lit.
I'm eager to see what you put because we've been.
I'll go first.
Talking about perfect. We've been talking about a trip to Destin for.
Are
a
we
while.
gonna go like hotel, breakfast?
No.
Did I pick a hotel?
I would just go. You don't have. I mean, I picked hotel at the very last minute.
Please.
So it's 1 night and 2 days. 2 days and 1 night, right?
Just the stay. The specifics of the stay doesn't matter. It's the breakfast, lunch, dinner, activity, cocktail hour.
Okay. Well, this is going to be pretty easy for me. So day one, I start out my breakfast anytime there's one near me.
Okay.
At Whataburger.
Okay.
And I grab myself a nice honey butter chicken biscuit before I rent a pontoon boat with all my friends to go to Crab Island.
One moment. Garrett and I have been dating for about 2.5 years. He's never had Whataburger.
Yeah, and it's freaking delicious because it's nowhere near us.
Hold on. So
the closest Whataburger is in like Jacksonville.
Oh, really? So is this a chain?
Yes.
It is a chain, but there's one in Destin. That's why I chose it.
The chain believer.
So why do you like what? Just because I want to slow it down a hair, so we know why you want to go to these places.
It has one of the best fast food. First off, chicken biscuits I've ever had.
Okay.
And also some of the best fast food burgers.
Wow. I feel like
Delicious.
I've never heard of it.
Whataburger?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Wow. Okay. But you like the chicken.
Well, for breakfast, the honey butter chicken biscuit. Yeah.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Yeah, and it's like a fat piece of chicken.
I'd eat it.
Yeah.
I love honey butter. Wow, that was spicy. Sorry.
After my honey butter chicken biscuit, because you don't want to because Destin's all about getting lit.
Right.
You don't want to go
Turning
too
up.
hard for breakfast because that's a perfect amount. Maybe a quick Coca-Cola, get a little caffeine in you. And then I go rent a pontoon boat at Destin Pontoon with all my friends to go party at Crab Island.
Do they have those? Maybe you don't know this. The double-decker pontoons?
No, I didn't see any double deckers.
That's
on
okay.
their Instagram.
One deck. I like that you're renting a pontoon boat because they're pretty freaking easy to drive. So if you've never manned a boat, or if you're not super savvy, it's hard to mess up with a pontoon.
So I will say, Crab Island has a few Instagrams that like a bunch of people have like made it the official Crab Island Instagram.
Right.
But Destin Pontoon does have their own Instagram.
Okay.
It's Destin DESTIN _ pontoon.
Love it.
And you can give them a call and you can rent a pontoon boat. They take you out to Crab Island. You have a great time.
Yeah.
I want to go to Crab Island.
If you're
so
coming
bad.
to Florida in the summer, like you got to do something like Crab Island.
Yeah, you got to be out on the water.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I've realized with Destin for sure is like you need to be able to rent a boat.
Yeah.
Wait, some people don't know what Crab Island is.
I mean, we have talked about it a lot, but this could be our friend's first time listening.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's tough to really explain. It's
a giant party sandbar.
It's just a big party sandbar with like, don't they have like bar barges and shit?
Yes, and food boats.
Yeah.
And like everybody takes their boat out there and like floats around. It's just a huge party out on a sandbar in the middle of the ocean.
It's a freaking dream. It's a dream.
It's so cool.
Like it's a real
We've never
dream.
even been. We just are huge
We
fans.
just are constantly watching pictures and being so jealous.
I mean, I used to party on sandbars on Fort Myers Beach, which was so much fun, but like this is like next level.
Oh gosh, I want to go.
So after that, we're gonna be partying there till about 6. Yeah, right around 6. Head back to our hotel, which is the Villa Bianca, right at the beach for easy access to the beach. Go to villabiancadestin.com to book your stay there. But after that, after we get ready, we go out to the Boathouse Oyster Bar. It's one of Destin's best kept secrets.
Okay.
Located in the heart of Destin, on the Destin Harbor. Boathouse specializes in making oysters a delicacy, because, I mean, they are a delicacy. I mean,
yeah,
to
they
me,
are.
I freaking love oysters.
I love oysters too.
In any way they're
What's your
prepared,
favorite
honestly.
oyster?
What's my favorite oyster? Like how it's prepared?
Both. I guess your type that you order and how it's prepared.
I don't know, because whenever I get them, I get an assortment of different types of oysters.
That's true.
So I don't really remember all the time.
So I have been turned on recently to Black Point oysters. They're from Canada. They're a little bit smaller than the Blue Points, which are from Long Island. That's like what you think of. They have like the rough edges and all that. So these are a little bit less boogery looking. So they're like a cleaner.
I'm listening.
More like a clam type of shape. And the flavor is so good. Because you know how the Blue Points have a little bit of an aftertaste? These are like even cleaner tasting than Blue Points. But if I wasn't eating oysters raw, I love oysters Rockefeller. Oh my gosh.
So I will say, and you should try and get the producer to have one this way. You just you put the oysters in red wine vinegar, put some shallots in it, and let them soak for like 20 minutes.
Interesting. Almost like a ceviche.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I love shallots.
With all the vinegar, I think that's why the producer might like it. But
I love that.
So specializes in making oysters a delicacy. Their award-winning gumbo recipe was written by Mama Gumbo herself.
Mama Gumbo.
Sounds
yeah,
real.
I mean, it's actually voted one of the best oysters and gumbo for the past 30 years.
Wow.
Cool. Never heard of it.
And not far from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
So yeah, I already said, we will be staying in the Villa Bianca. And then we gotta keep it a little early tonight.
Okay.
We gotta keep it a little early. We got a big day. We decided to book Hooked Charters. So we're gonna go do some charter fishing.
What?
At Hooked Charters is their handle. Actually, I started following them, and they have some. They post some
fun,
really big ass fish.
Yeah.
So we're waking up early, grabbing another honey butter chicken biscuit, Whataburger.
That's literally written down in his notes. Number 2.
Yeah. Gotta go there twice.
So head to the marina for our charter fishing trip with Hook Charters. They have a 24-foot, a 26-foot, and a 36-foot yellowfin charters. We're gonna do the offshore on the 36-foot. Find some delicious
some really
red
big
snapper,
fish. Yes,
big old red snapper and kingfish. Make it all up, and when we get back, and cook it, we'll eat it for dinner, and then we're gonna head to the airport actually and go to Lynx FBO Destin and take our private plane back to Naples.
Wow, I love that.
Was there breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Just breakfast and dinner?
Well, lunch is we're at Crab Island.
That's true.
okay.
You're just gonna
when you're charter fishing, you know,
Right.
you have a sandwich,
Right, yeah,
you know,
some chippies.
some crackers.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw up. You're going way out
So you're
deep.
going
you don't wanna
hard.
throw up
Yeah.
too much. Yeah,
And-
this is a drinking trip.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I love that you spend both days on the water, a little bit of both, right? The more sportsman fishing and then the more fun, you know, getting hashtag lit. I might.
Oh, I'm getting lit on the charter boat, the charter fishing boat too.
Sounds dangerous.
Yes, it sounds dangerous.
When have you not? Oh my gosh.
I want to do that kind of stuff sober.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You
No?
drink so much on charter fishing boats.
Really? Wow. So it's like golfing. If you don't know, there's a lot of places, and I would ask your chartermen, wherever you rent your boat, that will cook your fish for you. So typically restaurants by ports.
I couldn't find it on their website, but
Mm-hmm.
they might be able to.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of places will. And if not, those charters will typically fillet the fish for you and prepare it. And then if that's part of your plan, because you should be planning, make sure you book a hotel that has like a grill or maybe a kitchen if you're going with a large group. That way you know you can cook afterward.
Yeah, because
You don't want to
if
waste
you-
all
if
that
you mess-
delicious
Yeah.
If you
fresh
mess,
fish.
if you
Nothing
mess
else
up,
like it.
Yeah.
if you mess up kingfish, that sucks.
I don't know if I've ever had kingfish.
I haven't.
What is it like?
It's
It's the king of the fishes.
you guys don't like snook, do you? You've never
Had snook.
I don't think I've ever had snook. I've
It's
had
a little
snapper.
thicker.
I've had grouper.
It's not as
It's like a swordfish.
flaky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as
Like a
flaky.
tuna?
as
Like a steak
yeah.
kind of thing?
Not like the red like tuna is. It's a little more
Like
whitefish.
swordfish.
Yeah. So yeah,
Swordfish is
yeah,
whiter,
yeah. That's
right?
that's
Cool. All right,
I
I'm
guess
in.
the way to put it.
Okay, I'm in. So
Do you
who
want me
goes
to go?
next?
Or do you want to go?
What do you think?
Who should, like...
Rock, paper, scissors? All right. I win!
So you go
I
next?
go next.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to St. Augustine. This was a challenge because even though I've never been, I know a lot about it.
There's so much stuff there.
Yeah. So I tried to like really steer away from the things that I know. I took a little bit of a different approach and I tried to use each social media platform to find one thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I just use Instagram mostly.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's what you like. So first, I used TikTok to find the best cocktails because I figured that's where that platform is going to be good to find a cool bar. So I found this place called the Ice Plant Distillery. So what they do is, so it's kind of twofold. They have craft cocktails, house pressed juices. They make their own bitters. They have specially crafted syrups, and they have small bites. So it's nice, like, if you can find a cocktail bar that doesn't have food, it's fine. But I love this because they're lighting stuff on fire. I'm going to show you the inside of this building. It is so cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I like the oil.
Yeah, so,
Terrible podcasting, but great.
terrible podcasting, but definitely look it up. It's iceplantbar.com. So these are like really legit handcraft cocktails, and they have a lot of small bites, so you can also nibble a little bit while you're there.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's needed.
Yeah, definitely needed. And it's, St. Augustine being one of the oldest cities in Florida and even in these United States, it's inspired by the early 20th century. So all of their recipes are a little bit older. The motif is a little bit older. And the ice plant building itself actually dates back to 1927. So it's actually really old. It's got a lot of like rails and stuff. It's really cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Rails are
You
really,
can
really 20th
rails,
century.
You can get railed at the ice plant bar.
There's no more rails in 21st century, by the way.
What?
It's
What does
only
that
the
mean?
20th. I'm kidding.
Oh, so
You're like
what,
the
did
rails,
trains
the early
explode?
20th century rails.
Yeah.
They have rails there.
Yeah, so it's like walking into an old factory.
With rails.
Sorry, I was reading something.
You're fine.
They also make special craft ice.
Ooh, that's a game changer, man.
Yeah, when I get a nice craft cocktail and the ice is whack, it's like, do you even care? Spicy, right?
Yeah.
Megan took her last sip of the cocktail and it was spicy. So then I used Instagram to find somewhere to do dinner. And I kind of stayed on the olden theme, the old town theme. And I found a place called Prohibition Kitchen. So they have live music, which I love live music. They have a really cool menu and Prohibition cocktails. So staying with the the theme. What I liked about this is nothing was super expensive, so you could get a lot of different small plates. They have a big mac and cheese. They have a huge pretzel with like beer cheese dip, blue crab hush puppies, pork rinds, kind of like country soul food. They have charcuteries, poutine that looks really good, and deviled eggs. So especially when you're on a trip, I like, finding somewhere that can please everybody that you're with, and I think that was pretty cool, and it had nice vibes. And then I was looking for something to do. And St. Augustine is known for...
History?
Yes.
A lot of history.
A lot of it.
The oldest town in Florida or something?
Yes.
What else is it? Limestone.
Everywhere in Florida is known for limestone?
There's a lot of limestone there.
Yeah, okay.
Beaches. Beaches.
Ponce de Leon, you know this guy?
Juan Ponce de Leon.
What was he
Fountain of
looking
Youth.
for? The Fountain of Youth.
Oh, I did that when I was in grade school.
Right. So, as you may or may not recall,
I remember.
the Fountain of Youth does not get great reviews. I didn't want to add it, but here's how I feel, just because we're talking about the Fountain of Youth. I think it's worth doing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I have a thing called a reverse bucket list. So not so much that I have a bucket list of things that I have to do before I die, but I have a reverse bucket list where if this is something awesome that should be on a bucket list, I add it as I'm doing it. I'm like, oh my God, this is a reverse bucket list. Oh my God. Like it could,
Wait, what?
like it could easily be on someone's bucket list, but like I don't want to be disappointed when I die. Like I didn't want to check stuff off. I really want to be like so happy that I found all these things. So I add stuff to a list. It's like ongoing that I've done rather than things that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, it makes more sense.
So if I'm
so
around-
you're adding it once you do it.
Well, sort of like when I have the opportunity to do it. So if I was in St. Augustine and I didn't do the Fountain of Youth, I just missed a reverse bucket list thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like,
Sorry.
you have to do it
I
because
thought you
now
were
it's
like,
on the list.
I thought you were like, you made your bucket list at one point and then you are adding.
My life
I
is
don't know.
one long bucket list.
You're
I guess.
undoing the bucket list.
Right.
Yeah, that was not.
You're destroying
a
all
good
the bucket list places you went to.
No one will ever get to experience
These things
it
die when
again.
I go to them.
Right. So, I saw that it had like some negative reviews. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's a stupid fountain. Who cares? Whatever. Like,
I did Google images and it looks lame.
My mom died after she drank from it. So.
It didn't even make me younger. It actually killed my mom. And don't go into it with
I'm
those
reading
kind of
reviews from them right
expectations. Just go, okay, check the reverse bucket list off and move on. So I did want to stay on that theme of like, this is a really old city. And in really old cities, there are obviously
monuments.
Old people. Wait, there's obviously what? Wait, in
I
old
feel like
cities,
everything that I'm saying is going to be so obvious to you
old
guys.
cities.
And you're like,
in old cities, there's
What?
there's
Artifacts?
yes of dead
Dead
people's
people.
souls. They're ghosts.
Oh,
Hello.
haunts. We love a good haunt
Steph,
here.
haunts.
that's what you thought that we would have gotten
Yeah,
from
of
in
course.
old cities.
In
There
old
are.
cities, there are. It's like Family Feud.
I was
National
thinking.
treasures.
I was
Yeah,
thinking.
show me National Treasure.
I was
Nicolas
thinking-
Cage.
I was thinking.
We should do
old
Family
people.
Feud as a game time.
I would love to. Anyway,
Okay.
I'd have
alright.
to let Megan win.
the
Oh my
objective.
God. The objective. Okay, so there is, I think, the oldest ghost tour in the country by Ghosts and Gravestones.
I've done it before.
Interesting.
I
And
don't really remember it.
because it was so
Well, I
scary.
know I remember taking a picture of something that was probably a star,
but it was.
but they were
a
like,
ghost.
oh my god, look at this thing. Look at it. No, I think it was like some sort of bug in the light or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh my god,
Bug in the light. Yeah, no, clearly a ghost.
guys, look at this right here. Look at it. It's a ghost.
It's like, it's one Ponce So they also have a tour in Key West. I think they also have one in South Carolina. So that's a big one. I was like, nah, everyone's going to be able to find that. I'm going to dive even deeper. I found on Yelp the Sheriff's Ghost Walking Tour.
Done that too.
Sheriff?
Really?
So what the heck?
In
He's just over there with his
In St.
honey butter.
Augustine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sandwich.
Paratrooper. What is
Yeah.
that? What is
We
So
did that
tell
when
us
I was in
about
8th
it.
grade.
And?
I don't remember it, but it was I'm pretty sure they take you through like a jail or something.
What did
They
they
do
do?
all sorts of crazy stuff.
They
Go
do
to a
something.
cemetery, I think.
They do
Ghost hunt,
something.
yeah.
They do something. But we did. I'm pretty sure we did 2 ghost tours, or we did a ghost tour and a ghost town tour that was near St. Augustine. 'Cause it was like an old ghost town that like they redid or whatever. But yeah, no, it's kind of lame. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, I think and
it was a school trip.
I think ghost tours, because I've been on a few. It's kind of like if you watch a movie with someone that hates the movie or isn't paying attention to the movie, it's a bad experience.
Every time I watch a movie with Megan.
Right. And every time I watch a movie with the producer.
I'm kidding.
And if you watch a movie with someone who it's like, it's their favorite movie and they're like so into it and you get so into
it.
That's what a ghost story
I will say I was kidding at first, but yes, the first time I watched The Goonies with Megan, yes.
Oh, The Goonies.
I just want to say that I'm a movie connoisseur.
You love
exquisite taste. I'm not a person that hates movies.
Exquisite taste, and you don't like The Goonies?
Listen. Maybe,
that's like saying they serve meatballs at Nemo.
Stop yelling.
Maybe I could have an objective opinion about the Goonies, but he is literally reciting the words as they're being said. Like, how can I enjoy that?
Right. I'm pretty sure you've done that to me in movies.
That's definitely not true.
I don't know.
Maybe Twilight.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Yeah. What?
By the way, just off topic, off podcast, Black Widow's gotten great reviews so far.
Oh, it's out?
Completely irrelevant.
No, Rotten Tomatoes just got it.
Oh, okay. When are we going?
Garrett, you're a monster.
Whenever it comes out. But we're going to go to the theater.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I was time outing for a second.
All right. Time out. Time in?
Yeah.
Time in.
Yeah, sorry.
So the guy, for those of you that aren't Garrett, that haven't done it, that guides your tour, plays the part of a sheriff of like the town back in the olden times.
Yeah, there's some ghosts around these parts.
Right. And it's like comedy ghost tour. Hey, yeah, bingo bango. You know, so it's like
angle.
fun. It's historical. It's engaging. Got great reviews, like 4.5 stars. And just tip, don't do it if no one wants to do it. Do it if everybody's in it and have a good time. Don't complain and write bad reviews if you didn't want to do it in the first place.
Yeah, think about 50 kids in my class doing the ghost tour.
Yeah, don't bring a 2-year-old. Yeah. You know? Just use your head.
Big facts.
Then... Wait, is the 2-year-old the producer?
Is the 2-year-old... Sort of, in that way. Yes, sometimes. She's like a toddler. Then I also found on Yelp a place to get lunch. Lunch was hard. Lunch was probably the hardest thing for me. Really? Because everything, at least in St. Augustine, I don't know, we're used to... I don't know. I usually go to, I guess, bigger cities. Not that St. Augustine's a small city, but it didn't seem like there's a big food scene there. And
it's 11 minutes from Jacksonville.
A lot of what?
11 minutes from Jacksonville.
It's like 40 minutes from Jacksonville. Anyway, go ahead.
But I wasn't going to go to Jacksonville for lunch if I'm in St. Augustine.
Maybe.
What if I don't even have a car?
True.
Right? So lunch, I found a place called Uptown Scratch Kitchen. It got 5 stars on Yelp.
That's impressive.
Right? That's really freaking impressive. The pictures look absolutely incredible, and they have these fries that they serve with everything that look bomb. I'm going to show you. Ooh, fries. Big hearty portion. It looks pretty casual, but they have a burger that looks good with like some kind of like oniony or shallot topping on top with bacon. So it looked like a pretty reasonable place to get lunch. That it also looks like a lot of people get to go. So if you were wanting to just take something back to the hotel and enjoy yourself, that would be a good option. And then for dinner, I'm like, we've done a lot of casual stuff so far, except for maybe the Ice Plant Distillery. I wanted to go somewhere refined, find something nice. So I found a place called Collage Restaurant. This is renowned. They have an eclectic kitchen, very chef-forward. This place is so 5 stars that they actually have palate cleansers that they serve. Have you ever had a palate cleanser?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been served a palate cleanser. So I'm just saying. What?
It's where they give you like a little small thing to have between your like appetizer meal.
Yeah, between your courses.
I'm not fancy.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This is fancy. So they'll typically give you like a sorbet or something, like something kind of mild to cleanse the palate and prepare for the next tasties. And then for breakfast, I found a place called Santiago's Kitchen that serves fresh juices. They squeeze all their juices, and a breakfast pizza that has hollandaise sauce on it. Are you kidding me? Oh, love hollandaise sauce. And then the last place, and this was probably outside of the Ice Plant Distillery, a place that I was like, damn, I really need to freaking go here. It's a place called the Conch House. I found it on YouTube. Conch, Garrett. Conch house.
It's not even about the actual word. It's the way you guys use the word.
The conch. Conch. Yeah, I conked. I just conked.
Stop.
So it's like the tiki kind of vibes, you know, that you would get from like a place on the water.
Yep.
But they have tiki huts that are like in the sky. They'll like have little like spiral staircase or whatever that you go up into the tiki hut. That's like, so it elevates you from the rest of the diners. How cool is that?
I love that.
Weird but cool.
Weird but
I like
cool.
being able to look down on people. I don't mean
That's
that.
honestly like how I felt. Like I would be up in my hut like, oh, what's it like down there?
I like to watch people. It's not
Right.
that I want to like literally like be above them, even though I already am. It's just that I like to be able to like you know, like voyeurism.
Yes. But yeah, I like to people watch too. And that seems like a good place to do it. So that is my trip to St. Augustine. All right, Meg. You are the grand finale.
I was doing a little more research. So,
Oh, that's not fair.
well,
Yeah, that's
no,
not fair.
on the place I already picked, but like what I was gonna say.
Diving deeper. I get it.
Anyway, so Mount Dora. If you're not familiar, historic little place north of Orlando.
They're also known for their antiquing.
Yes, they have a
And-
huge
Wow, what a great
antique
place to pick.
and craft festivals.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I'd heard of this place before because they're like known for being like the town, the city of festivals. Like they have festivals all the time. Like
Festivus for the rest of us.
Like year round, there's a festival going on. And I started with where I was gonna stay, and when I looked it up, every like other suggestion was a bed and breakfast, which I think is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I have to pick a bed and breakfast because clearly that's the thing to do. I think it's because it's such a historical town.
Do you know why I don't want to stay at a bed and breakfast?
Because of the breakfast?
No. Because of the bed. Obviously. No. Because a lot of times in a bed and breakfast, you want to look this up before you pick one. You have to share a bathroom with someone.
Bed and breakfast?
I don't
No.
think that was the case, but
Okay.
I'm not going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
So this place is called Magnolia Inn. It's one of several
love
bed and
the name.
breakfasts in the area.
I love the name.
It was built in 1926 as some rich man's home who like started a bank there. It was kind of a big deal. And then in 94, it became a bed and breakfast.
Okay.
So it's a really old historic home. It's super cute. If you look at magnoliainn.net, so you know it's like old school.
Yes.
You can see it. It's just like sweet. It looks very antique. Like the rooms are filled with antiques. So it's like very much like the vibe of Mount Dora.
Mm-hmm. Is it haunted?
It could be.
It could be.
Only one way
Because
to
if
find
there's
out.
one thing that old cities have, it's
Ghosts.
ghosts.
Okay. So for breakfast, we are going to Yalaha Bakery. Yalaha Bakery is a German bakery, which I think is not actually technically in Mount Dora. But
How
it's
confident are you that you're pronouncing that correctly?
Like Yalaha.
Yeah.
Yalaha.
Yalaha. Garrett,
It's
would
not-
you Yalaha?
Yalaha? I do not Yalaha.
Good.
Anyway, so
good.
Yalaha Bakery isn't like completely in Mount Dora. It's like 20 minutes outside of it, but it's like all like
Okay.
small cities that are kind of like the same big city.
That's
if
fair.
That makes sense.
We'll give it to you.
So they just have like a lot of German goods, and coming from like where we are in Florida, like the southwest area of Florida, and even southeast, like there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So it just looked like
All
unique.
Cuban all the time.
All kinds of bakeries, breakfast foods. You know, of course, you got your brats,
I love
and it's
brats.
a nice like quick on the go.
I'm sure they have a lot of carbs.
Thing.
Germans love carbs.
So now for activity, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next. I could do the Springs, or I could do one of the festivals. I'm
Okay.
probably going to end up doing both.
Yeah, do both.
So they have festivals all the time. The one that I would like to go to is the Craft Beer Festival,
You don't even like beer.
because they have like a lot of foods as well.
Yeah. If there's one thing you need
It's
when you're drinking beer.
Taste in Mount Dora and Craft
It's-
Beer
it's
Fest
more
is what it's
carbs.
called.
Yeah.
So they have a bunch of food, a bunch of beer. I think that happened in May, and they also have like a 4th of July parade, tons of antiques. So basically, if you're going there, just Google Mount Dora festivals, and you're going to find whatever's going on at the time. 'cause
I
there's
heard
gonna be
they
one.
also have a steampunk festival.
Yes, that's
How
true.
fun is
Yeah.
that? Would
But
you dress
I
up?
want the food.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sure they have
Steampunk's,
food at every
kind
festival.
of weird.
And
Yeah, that's
while I am, around in the area, I'm going to go to the Starry Night House. Have you heard of this?
No.
No, is it something with Vincent Van Gogh?
So, yes, Google Images Starry Night House,
I'm doing it right now.
Mount Dora.
Okay.
It is a house that is completely painted from head to toe with Starry Night.
I love that.
And it's kind of an interesting story behind it. They painted one of like their walls outside their house
Oh, that's cool.
because
That
they
is
have their son. Hold on, let me see exactly how
The
they
lady in this
Is that the
picture
owner?
looks
She looks
really,
really
serious.
scary. She
Wait, is she a ghost?
So there
She's
is
a
some
ghost.
seriousness
She is
behind
a
it, and I'll
ghost.
tell you why. me.
The owner's been dead for 10 years.
Yeah, like you're like, oh, the owner just came by the table. That was so nice of
The
her.
owner's been dead for 10
Anyway,
years.
so it's actually someone's house. Like they live there, but you can go there and take pictures because obviously it's like a beautiful monument.
Are you sure they're alive?
Yes.
We don't know.
So they have a 25-year-old son, well, at least at the time that they did this, with autism, who was comforted by Van Gogh's like designs.
Oh, that's nice.
So they painted just one wall with it, and then the county like put up a stink, and they were like, the walls must match like the whole house.
So like we're painting the
and they were
entire
like,
house.
okay,
bitch.
watch us do this. So they
Hashtag
painted
loopholes.
an illegal sign, and they had like fight the county, and they painted the whole house, and they got to keep it, and now we're talking about it.
Yeah. So do you eat there, or it's just
no,
their
it's
house?
just
Okay,
like
so you're
a
just
place
going by.
to like, take pictures. Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
And then it's lunchtime. Lunch is what I'm the most excited for because it's how I first heard of Mount Dora. Like I literally did not know what Mount Dora was
Until you heard of this restaurant.
Yes, and this I found on TikTok. They have like 84 million likes on TikTok. Like it's huge.
What?
It put Mount
Looking it
Dora
up right
on
now.
the map for me.
Really?
And it's called Wave.
Okay.
Wave Sushi, like bistro.
I knew it was going to be Asian. I knew it.
Oh yeah. the reason they
what else
went
you expect?
viral on TikTok is because they're doing like a lot of like new, innovative, crazy things with sushi. They have sushi burgers, which have been done before, but they also have sushi crunch wraps. They have like sushi pizza. They have all of it, like anything you can.
What's
put
the
in
name of their
sushi form.
handle? Do you know?
On
Wave Mount Dora.
Yes,
Wave Mount Dora.
What a surprise.
So definitely check them out on TikTok, Wave Mount Dora. You could like watch it for days. It's so beautiful. Like they had a great presentation. It looks really delicious and just lots of cool stuff. Sushi tacos, sushi burritos, sushi hot
There's
dogs.
some good looking
all of it,
ramen.
everything, all of it. So check them out. If you're gonna go to Mount Dora, you have to go there. It's like
Ooh,
the
wow,
landmark,
that looks really awesome.
Jeez.
right?
There's a kinkajou eating sushi in one of the videos.
Oh, really?
So if you want to see
Cool.
that,
I
that's
love
pretty cool.
kinkajous.
Yeah. All right.
So where are we
Alright,
going
well, I'm
next?
following.
You ask.
Yeah.
We're going to Kelly Park. Are you familiar with Kelly Park?
I feel like I've heard of it.
It's a spring.
That must be why I've heard
And
of
it's
it.
in Apopka, but again, like 20 minutes outside of Mount Dora, so they're all just small cities.
Yeah,
You can hit
little
them
car ride
all at
away.
once. So it's super, super beautiful. It's definitely a place where you can just hang out, take pictures, but you can also go on tubes and float around. It's got like campsite fire pits, lots of wildlife. If you're looking for like clear water that you can swim in, it's beautiful. You know, spring. That's where you want. That's where I would go.
I love that. I love all of this. You know, especially because how close Mount Dora and Apopka are to Orlando. If you're coming for a really long Orlando trip and you've never been to Florida or you don't come often, like don't just stay in Orlando the entire
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah,
There's so
that's
much
not
to do. Just
right.
take a day trip to one of these little cities and get a totally different Florida experience.
For sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
completely different. I mean, imagine
Yeah.
going from a theme park to a spring, like super
Oh my gosh,
peaceful.
yeah.
They have like glass bottom kayaks.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta do it.
And in the spring, that's pretty cool because you can see right straight down to the bottom.
And now it's dinner time,
Okay.
and we are going to 1921 Mount Dora.
1921.
So
Mount
it's
Dora.
got like high end like American fusion cuisine. It looks really good.
I love American fusion.
But what kind of
Oh, it's pretty
intrigued
inside.
me about this place is that it looks like a museum.
Yeah.
Like the decor looks like a museum. And
Wow,
then
that's like a huge steak right on their homepage. Sorry, I
yeah,
got
the food
excited.
looks
Yeah.
it looks really, really good. But then I learned that it's actually connected to the Modernism Museum, which is where it gets that vibe. So if you look up the inside of 1921, you'll see exactly what I mean. It looks like an art gallery.
Wow.
And then the food also kind of matches that, right? And they've got beautiful
Yes.
presentation. But definitely like high-end American cuisine, like you're going to get your steaks. And they have some fusion stuff too, like Cuban sandwiches. But it's mostly American food.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. And it's beautiful inside. And when I think of Mount Dora, I think of like kind of older, more quaint sort of establishments. But this looks like some fine
it's fancy.
dining. Wow. That
I
looks
will
nice.
say that in searching, when I did most of it on Yelp, that Mount Dora doesn't have a lot. I wouldn't do more
like a day
than...
trip.
Yeah, you said
Then
most
one
of the
night.
places
2
were
days.
outside of Mount Dora.
Yeah.
Well, correct. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the festivals can keep you busy all day, and they have
Yeah.
like a really nice downtown area
Yeah.
for shopping, which is where usually the festivals are held. But again, I wouldn't,
Yeah.
plan a whole,
21 Mount
whole
Dora
trip
looks
around it.
really freaking
I went to a
Yeah.
wedding there. That was the time I was there, and it was really pretty.
Oh,
Because
cool.
Central Florida has a lot of the, what I call like the willows, like totally different trees than any different part of the state. It's really, really, really pretty.
And
I said
then-
really a lot of times.
Finally, we are going to Handlebar,
Okay.
which is a bar.
Okay.
Again, also from Yelp. And the guy who owns it has a handlebar mustache, so the theming is around his mustache.
Uh-huh.
and they have craft cocktails. What I really like about it is that they have like a patio or balcony seating. So again, you can look down on people and check them out and watch them.
Megan wants to look down on people her entire vacation.
And it's like in a popular area where there's gonna be people walking by, and it's super nice. There was another bar that caught my eye that I'm going to mention because someone in the reviews mentioned that they have a tequila cocktail menu. Ooh. I couldn't find this on their website, so that's why I didn't want to like make it like my 100% choice.
Right.
But me, who loves tequila drinks, was definitely interested in it, and that's called the Funky Monkey.
Okay.
Also found on Yelp.
I love that. Yeah, I'm looking at the drinks here at the handlebar.
And the Starry Night House, I actually found on like a Things to Do in Outdoor at YouTube. So everything was Yelp except for that, and then I would like verify that my list was right by looking at like, the top things to do.
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
Yeah.
I deferred to Instagram when I was checking to see if it actually was that legit, because I feel like when someone's Instagram is lit and like other people post, like that's how you know. I don't know, like they're established at least. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys, and then we'll throw it out to our friends at home. Based on everything that we shared, do you want to visit your city? Or do you want to visit someone else's city?
I think all of the 21-year-olds are going to visit mine.
Yeah.
So
but what do you want to do?
Mixed.
Do you still want to go to Destin?
Yes.
Okay.
It just depends on your vibe.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
they all provided a very different vibe. I definitely think that Destin sounds the best in terms of like partying.
Yeah.
We didn't really like plan that either.
I thought the food sounded the best in St. Augustine, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did a lot of work to find good food.
I could starve in Destin. I don't really care. Like I'll eat. I mean,
he's eating a Whataburger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I was close to eating just gas station food when I was in Destin.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be like, Destin's where I want to go, and I obviously still want to go there. But you actually intrigued me a lot about Mount Dora, especially because it's so close to Orlando. Like if you it would be worth just driving over to and like seeing some of the stuff, having a little snacky snack.
And it's small. It's a nice small town vibe.
Right. Yeah, and get a totally different vibe. So if we're gonna say something.
No, just if you want to like shop and like have a chill day, I think Mount Dora is the place. If you want to party in Destin, there. If you want to like sightsee and
get some history, history,
ghosts, I guess.
Yeah, and ghosts. Oh, good. Okay, so we want to know from you at home where we've convinced you to go. Because of this episode, or if you just want to let us know what your favorite place to visit in one of these cities is, please let us know at Just Take a Dip on Instagram. So thank you everybody for tuning in to Just a Podcast in Paradise. We are so happy that you took time out of your day to hang out with us. We would love it if you would subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and be sure to leave us a 5-star review if you enjoyed it. If you're looking for a way to show us some love and copies of every week's cocktail recipe, check out our Patreon so we can continue to work hard to make your next Florida vacation the most memorable trip that you've ever had. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Just Take a Dip for daily updates on what's happening around Florida, and check out our YouTube channel, Just a Day in Paradise, for destination ideas, restaurant reviews, unboxing things you might want to take on your next trip, and copycat recipes from some of our favorite places in paradise. We're wishing you a little bit of sunshine wherever you are, and we hope to see you in paradise soon. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, come on the show.
As the Scorpion
Bring us
King.
Terramana as Scorpion King. Yeah.
As the Scorpion King. All right.
That'd be so funny if we interviewed him and he had to dress up as